Hello, and welcome to Iacon Underground Radio for the week of December 7th, 2016. I'm Jen.
I'm Alex.
And I'm David.
So happy December, everyone. I hope that people have got their holiday wish lists together for whoever might buy them some toys, or ridiculous giant statues, or whatever else people happen to want. I realize we are very much into the stage of Transformers merchandising where $1,000 statues of Optimus Primal are things that one can put on one's wish list.
Yeah, it is a strange time.
So, fingers crossed for that Fortress Maximus. So, this week, we have actually had a big news bomb at the beginning of this week. So we will be talking about that, largely, stuff about the new movie. And I'm sure we've all been very clear how much we love the movies. Yeah. And then we will have, the long-awaited, Revolution issue of More Than Meets the Eye. And we will have, David's going to tell us a little bit about the last episode of Robots in Disguise for the season. So yeah, apparently the last night, not to be confused with The Lost Light, has just finished filming. And so now there's, like, a teaser trailer, except I guess it's just sort of like, I don't know.
It's not even a teaser trailer. It's a collection of set stills and Michael Bay talking at the camera a bit. Like, it's nothing. It's less than a teaser somehow.
Now, more tellingly is that I guess there was, I had heard something back over the summer about some various fan sites and fan groups and reporters of various types getting to go to the set, and apparently there was a big ol' NDA on them until just, well, today.
Oh, that's...
Yep, the Wiki's report just went up.
Yep, so that's why it's all come up today, is because, also I saw, I forget who it was, but someone on Twitter, one of the other big podcasts, mentioned that, hey, they can talk about it now. So, I think one of the most straightforward articles that I've seen is on Collider.com, which is a big movie entertainment website, which breaks it down into the very click-friendly 45 things to know about the sequel.
40? What do you...
It doesn't even list them. It just goes on to have an article. It's like a copy editor went through and was like checking off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, wait, that one doesn't count. That's a repeat of something from earlier.
Yeah,
5, 6, 7.
I'm not looking forward to my future career as a writer of crappy blog posts, but here we are. One of my favorite bits was about, let me find it here. With The Last Night being the 5th film in the series, some might wonder if they need to see the first 4 films to enjoy the latest one. No! For the love of all that's good, don't see. No, don't do that. There will be some mini Dinobots, apparently, and Hot Rod is French for some reason, which...
Not even because Michael Bay was connecting him to France or anything, just he liked the accent.
Sure?
What the hell? Also, one of the bullet points I really liked was, Laura Haddock plays a character named Vivian Wembley and is related to someone important who teams up with Mark Wahlberg's character to try and save the world. In the film, they will have some fun banter because he's American and she's English and they don't get along. Like, okay. So they'll have some fun banter. It's,
It sounds like somebody's book report.
Yeah. Yeah, or like a auto-generated, they fight crime meme from
Yeah.
the website. But just, like, why is the fun banter because he's American and she's English? And do they not get along because of their nationalities? Or there are just implications here that I just feel need to be kind of picked apart.
Their main character arc is based on a horrible misunderstanding about chips.
Yes. Yeah. Also, I shouldn't be surprised that this apparently significant female character is only important because she's related to someone who actually does something useful. So, thanks, Michael Bay.
Well,
Yeah.
maybe she's related to the Queen.
On the plus side, we're apparently getting Hot Rod as Gambit.
Oh my god, that's why he's French.
Wait, he throws cards?
No.
Could be
No,
worse.
not
He could be Cyclops. Oh wait, that's kind of what he is in the comics.
No,
he's way better than Cyclops. Prowl is Cyclops in the comics.
Yeah.
Cyclops is very no nonsense. Everyone has to be serious. I'm trying to keep this ragtag crew together, not...
Oh yeah, I guess Hot
I'm
Rod
going
is...
to go on fun adventures.
I guess Hot Rod is more Iceman. Anyway,
Yeah,
robots.
yeah.
Back to robots.
I never got the appeal of Gambit, and I realized that may be in part due to being a lesbian. But yeah, no, don't take my favorite Transformers character and make him like Gambit. Also, Bay revealed they've got an idea for what could be a really fun R-rated Bumblebee movie, but it'll never happen because Hasbro would never approve it. He said the idea is very Quentin. Like, what the hell, Michael Bay?
So Bumblebee's obsessed with feet? What?
Oh my god, no! Hot Rod, I just got to the bit about Hot Rod. Hot Rod isn't Gambit, he's Phantom X.
Oh
God.
Oh!
Because Phantom X isn't actually French either, he just puts on a French accent because he's the kind of asshole who puts on a French accent.
Oh, okay.
So he's an even worse character from X-Men.
No, well, if used right, it could work.
Yeah, it does, sound, it says Hot Rod is in the film and he's got a French accent, but he's not from France. Bay says he just likes the accent. So yes, I am reading that to mean that Hot Rod just likes the accent, which makes him Phantom X, putting on a French accent just because he thinks it's cool. No one thinks it's cool, Hot Rod. No one but you.
So where's the website you're reading from?
It is Collider.com.
The wiki also has a rather extensive list of things that too much to go through. Mm-hmm. There's even a section about
I'm
lunch.
Sure.
What was lunch?
Oh my good, yeah.
Yeah, they documented their trip as kind of a travelogue thing.
Yeah,
that's absolutely a wiki thing to do. That's so Monzo.
Well, no, I think, Cypher went. And Ben Yee.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I thought maybe, I knew that Cypher went, I thought maybe Monzo went too, especially with the documenting of lunch and all of that, but, I mean, I suppose these are important things to want to know someday. Yeah. So there's basically the moral of the story is there's a huge heaping, steaming pile of information out on the internets as of today, being Monday, about Transformers 5, The Last Night. So, enjoy that.
There is one thing I read that is just kind of horribly worrying if you know, like the more you know about Michael Bay, the scarier the phrase gets.
What?
What I'm excited about, the palette on this one is the most different I've ever done. It'll be the most different. The third act is spectacular looking. It's stuff I've never done that excites me. It's stuff that's really complicated. It's going to be the headachiest Michael Bay movie yet.
No.
Because that is what that means.
But
maybe
maybe
what he's so excited, maybe what's so unique about it is that it's actually fairly simple and you can tell what's going on.
God, if only. I've watched, actual film crit about Michael Bay's use of visual complexity and layering, and how he just always goes for the most interesting possible shot, which turns into the cinematic equivalent of typing in all caps.
Yes, it really is.
You knew that going in.
It's for 3 hours. I'm ready for that trend to slow down a bit. So, in non-movie related but still British news, the UK newspaper The Guardian has actually run a piece on More Than Meets the Eye. And, well, specifically Lost Light, since that's the new one, and that's, when you want to start running articles that are basically nice long interview / think pieces on the normalization of, well, basically on, as I like to say, taking a single-gendered, a primarily, more or less single-gendered, race to its logical conclusion, and having a homonormative society. And yeah, it's a really good read. There's links to it all over the place, and of course I always, especially with the other side of the coin being the Michael Bay movies, the more stuff like this is out there, the less embarrassed I have to feel at trying to explain that I'm a Transformers fan.
Yes.
I like things that, bring some sort of creative legitimacy to Transformers, and we haven't gotten a whole lot of that, and I feel like the movies are kind of the opposite of that, so that's a nice thing. I like it. Makes me happy.
Yay, critical recognition.
Yeah, and also that's a good reminder that later this month, hey, guess what? We should have some Lost Light.
Yay.
Hooray!
The middle of the month, I think?
Yeah. Somewhere around there.
Couple weeks.
I never like to, maybe we'll have it for Christmas. I never like to commit too much on the dates for the comics because sometimes they just change and we don't know until we go to look for the review one and it's not there.
The Guardian says it will be published on 14th December. That's how you can tell they're British.
Yes. But I would say that if your release date is published in The Guardian, you should probably make a pretty good go at actually meeting it. So hopefully we'll have it for Christmas. Yay! Well, before Christmas, So, other things, there is some new pictures of Lio Convoy, which I assume is based off Alpha Lion.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Alpha Lion in white and red with some gold. Not that much of a surprise.
Which reminds me, we were talking last time about the whole convoy thing, and David, didn't you find out or get clarification that convoy is actually a loan word in Japan?
Oh, I was the one who looked that up.
See, I assumed that David, being our resident otaku.
I don't look up loanwords, I look up Japanese.
I did take 7 years of Japanese between junior high, high school, and college.
Oh,
well, see, you need to be more obvious about it, like David is. Yes, Alex has pointed out that convoy is actually a loan word, so for them it also means a bunch of trucks. So yeah, that's not just some gibberish word to them. He's just actually Lio, a collection of trucks. What the heck, Japan? Come on. Also,
oh god, now I want to Optimus Prime that's a Decotora.
What is that?
You need to get one of those.
You know those horribly gaudy trucks that you can find pictures of online that they just decorate for the purpose of being as ridiculous and gaudy as possible?
Extra chrome, wings, lights everywhere.
I thought those were primarily a thing in India, but yeah, I guess they probably have it.
It's similar. There's more chrome and lights in the Japanese version. And although the first place most
paintings of
the first place most people would see those trucks are in old Street Fighter games backgrounds.
Yes. That works. That works. Maybe that should have been one of those when they were doing like the different regional convoys. And they had that safety convoy that there was a picture of floating around on Twitter who looks really unhappy. Like, what the heck? Why is he so... What happened?
Although speaking
What
of
happened to you, safety company?
really weird van-looking mods, God Bomber! Pictures of Masterpiece
Yeah!
God
That's
Bomber.
true.
So, did they do a Masterpiece Prime, or does that just go on...
Well, there have been a couple of Masterpiece Primes.
Well, Power Master Prime.
Power Master. I forget. It's pictures of God Bomber on some Optimus Prime. I'm not sure which one.
Yeah, that's kind of my question, is which Optimus Prime is this? Is this the just stock Titans Return one? Or is this some other one? I would have to probably look closer at pictures of toys I don't really have sitting around. But he does have, he's got the little dude sitting in his front. That's very cute. By dudes, I mean
so rad.
I mean, the whole thing looks very, it looks very stock Titans Return, to be honest.
It doesn't look like a masterpiece.
True,
I'm kind of confused as to why it's listed as a masterpiece.
I mean, that
Especially
could just be a mistake
it has a Titan
somewhere.
Master head.
Yeah.
I'm guessing it's not actually a masterpiece.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
No,
then.
it's just their Legends line.
Oh.
It was
LG,
announced in the news article we were pulling from.
Whoops.
Yes, it was
Alongside
announced.
a new
Bad
masterpiece.
reading comprehension. Yeah,
It was
Artfire.
announced along with Artfire. Yay, everyone cares about Artfire.
You'll get caught up in the...
Is it Inferno with
Wait,
a
wrong.
little bit of white paint and a gun? Who gives a crap?
Yeah. The only reason anyone ever cared about Artfire was that he and Stepper were super, super, super rare, like, even back in the days when you could get a $50 sealed Metal Hawk. Like, even back then, Stepper and Artfire were considered very rare and valuable. So that's the
Until
only
they got
reason.
reissued because they were rare and valuable.
Yes. And now people can have them, and there's not really that much demand for the originals rather than the reissues, because they're not that. I mean, Stepper's a cool deco. Artfire, even back in the day, I'm pretty sure Stepper was always worth more than Artfire just for the sake of him actually being kind of interesting.
Yeah. Which is also probably why there's like 4 different Stepper toys now at this point, I think. Wasn't there a BotCon one?
Yeah. I mean, he's basically just an easy, interesting redeco of Jazz. So if you have a Jazz toy, you might as well just make a Stepper.
Yeah.
So, in addition to that, there is, speaking of fighting games, I guess this looks sort of like a fighting game. It's a mobile
RPG,
another mobile game.
thing, 3D, looks like a fighting game, but like, aren't there also like some mobile things that look like fighting games? Like, isn't there a wrestling game that looks really cool, but it doesn't play as a wrestling game?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think you're talking about, Did We Immortals?
Yeah, the one where they got all kinds of crazy elemental costumes and whatnot, and it looks awesome. I'd like to play it as a fighting game. It's not really a fighting game where you control the characters, so.
My mobile gaming
It looks like more
my
of that.
mobile gaming begins and ends with Neko Atsume, so
Well,
that's I do not know about your other games. But
Yeah, this looks like one of those collect your characters, you're fighting, but you're not actually in control of the fighting beyond some basic rock, paper, scissors choices kind of thing.
the models look very nice though.
the models look
do.
good, but it's also weird mix. Like, there's movie Ironhide, there's current toy Starscream, and there's movie Megatron. It's a weird mix, and Windblade's in
There's
there.
Windblade.
Yeah.
There's always Windblade. Actually, the models just sort of look like when people take either toys or occasionally like Gundam kits and put them together and just go through all this like dry brushing and stuff to
so
make
much
them
dry
look all
brushing.
super. Because I'm looking at like the curve on Windblade's leg here, and I'm thinking, yeah, you take the silver paint and you just do a little dry brushing along the edge there. So I used to do the Gundam kits. I used to do these things. But that's the sort of look it's got. Just that very kind of gratuitously beaten up for the sake of detail look. I mean, it's fine. Yeah. I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's great. I'm sure it's all going to be great. No. Nothing is going to be great again. Hot Rod is Phantom X. I can't. I'm done. I'm done with life. I'm just gonna put my headset aside and go stand outside for a while and be sad.
Can we finish the episode first?
I don't know, man. Phantom X. He's awful. Okay, we can finish the episode. Because the other stuff we have to talk about today is
what is Power of the Primes?
Revolution.
No, what is Power of the Primes, Alex? You put that on the list.
Oh, they're doing the annual or biannual, semi-annual, the fan vote thing where they did Windblade and then Victorion, and now they're doing a fan vote to elect the next Prime.
Okay.
And the first round of voting is going to be picking from, like, multiple pools of possible candidates.
Mm-hmm. 'Cause, like, didn't you realize that Prime is a democratically held position?
And there's a teaser image with some people, and there's like Ultra Magnus, Hound, RC, Shockwave, Thunderwing? Oh, Optimus Primal.
Unknown Evil. I like Unknown Evil. Unknown Evil Prime is my favorite.
But Optimus Primal, I know who we're voting for.
We don't even get to vote for specific candidates yet. We get to vote for honor candidates, chaos candidates, or order candidates.
Is Primal order or honor? Honor, I guess?
He seems a little, I would say he's more order, cause he's more like...
Well, when compared to some of the other, Ultra Magnus and Shockwave go into order, I would think.
I suppose.
If these are the guys on the list. So.
It depends on the version of Ultra Magnus. I mean, IDW Magnus would definitely be order. I would say G1 Cartoon, or even UK Comic Magnus would be more honor.
Yeah, so it's fake. It's like, more hints, guys. We want Primal. Or a new
Optimus
Thunderwing.
Primal Prime. Optimus Primal Prime. That's what matters. Also, Star Saber is on there, and you know, I have feelings about Star Saber.
But he's a bad guy in the comics.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, because people can never go from being bad to good in Transformers comics.
Never. Scorponok. Oh, Scorponok.
Oh, Ravage.
Such a noble sacrifice. So yeah, that is a thing. I guess that confirms, the whole Power of the Primes being the next thing. So that's definitely a thing. Good job. So yeah, there was a comic, there will be a comic, there is a comic. It is Scavengers, as part of the whole big Revolution crossover thing, and I feel like I'm going to need to read this at least 2 more times to really appreciate all of it.
Yeah, this is very much it needs rereading, because it's good and it's just full of references to so many things.
Yes, and not even just that, but then also having, like, a lot of, there's a lot of meta stuff.
So much meta.
The brand loyalty and just I do like, I think I think my favorite moment was Spinister's face. It is, when they're the hollow matter avatars. Because yes, we learned pretty quickly after the preview pages that, those bright magenta and purple mask representatives are actually Misfire and Spinister in their hollow matter avatars, looking ridiculous.
Wonderful. Oh, I want toys of those. I want Joe Scales. And Spinister is a very tall lady.
Yes, he is an enormous woman. And when first he takes off his helmet and there's just a smaller version of his helmet underneath it. And then Misfire calls him out on that. It's like, really? Your imagination couldn't stretch to a face? And then he takes off the helmet again and it's this horrifying, tiny, featured cyclopean thing.
That's Misfire's face.
Oh, I guess there's that.
Yeah, it's complaining
You're
about
right.
It's
I looked at it wrong the first time. That's pretty great.
So
That's
weird.
why he's saying, check out this lush specimen. It's like, no, that's terrifying.
And I'm assuming creating the Joe character named MP3.
Yeah, that was, cause they had that whole, like, there's the story he tells about the whole outreach thing, where they were trying to appeal to millennials.
Yes.
But it is very cute that he's MP3 and he's got, like, an empty pen and a beaten up old van and things with cables. So.
I'm trying not to take it as too much of a mean-spirited embodiment of the state of G.I. Joe as a franchise at the moment.
Yeah, I choose to believe that that's just because he's some loser at this outpost who, fits in with all the other characters. Also, I like the kid with his 80s Hasbro logo t-shirt.
Oh yeah.
I would buy one of those.
I would definitely have one of those.
So many things.
And yeah, there's the whole like underlying storyline of Crankcase meeting up with this person he met online.
Yes.
He got catfished by a dire raid.
Yes. Pretty much. The poor guy. And yeah, it's, oh man. It was not going to be a bad issue. I honestly took a little time to actually get around to reading it, just because it seemed like one of those things that you don't want it to be real yet. You're not ready for it.
Yeah.
So, but I wasn't ready for it. It was good though. Yeah, it's a really good standalone story. We're getting all geared up for Lost Light to start happening. Incidentally, I am now in charge of a Warcraft guild called the Lost Light.
Ooh, yay.
So yeah, it was a really good story.
It does take what's best about most when comics do crossovers and they interfere with a bunch of books. This is what's best about those crossovers. Not the crossover themselves, but the weird title on the side that just makes fun of the crossover and just has a lark.
Oh yeah.
And it turns out to be the best issue of a crossover that has nothing to do with the crossover.
Mm-hmm.
This is definitely the Civil War next wave of Revolution.
Yeah.
Yes. And yeah, that's the thing, is that none of, in true More Than Meets the Eye tradition, no one here is like an important part of any organization that they're involved with. MP3 is just this dude, who is like at some backwater G.I. Joe outpost.
He's part of the Accountants Guild and he's the last employee.
Yes, admin force.
Yes.
Admin force. And, they're...
Okay, he's literally pushing a pen on people.
Yeah. Poor guy. And it's the scavengers and it's this random dire wraith who doesn't fit in with the dire wraiths because he doesn't want to just murder people all the time. And yeah, it's, and there is a lot of, very, very cute self-referential stuff about intellectual properties and brand loyalty.
Oh, and how it's only a team-up if there's only two species. If they need a third for it to be a crossover. Yes.
For the crossover to work, we must reach total brand awareness before the end of the fourth quarter. It's good. I liked it a lot.
It was fun.
And there's the whole subplot going on with, Grimlock, finding the reason they're on Earth being, for him to, or I guess what he's doing on Earth, because they're on Earth because Crankcase was, going to meet this guy. But while they're there, Grimlock, found a sword that the other Dinobots had given him because, he's slowly getting better. But yeah, so it's got, it's a More Than Meets the Eye story. It's got the emotional stuff and some pretty heavy emotional stuff along with being just completely ridiculous and meta. So definitely, I don't know why anyone would consider picking something like that up and not do it, but there you go. Pick it up.
Yeah.
Except, we spoiled stuff.
Yeah.
Because it's that kind of review. So David, what's this Robots in Disguise we're hearing about?
Starscream won, sort of, and then didn't, because it's Starscream.
Aww, Starscream.
I mean, he once again managed to snatch defeat from the jaws of victory.
Yeah, but it wasn't entirely, I don't think any of it, well, okay, a little bit of it is his fault, but it's not entirely his fault. Like, his mercenaries got all the little mini-cons. Well, not all of them. He got 6 out of 7, so he couldn't charge himself up. So they had to go get the other one, and then there was the Autobots and the fighting. And then he did get all the mini-cons and charge himself up, and he turned into Gundam Wing, kinda. He got a new Deca with wings on the back, and he was super powered and faster, but then...
Was he piloted?
What?
Was he piloted by a pretty teenage boy?
How pretty is Steve Bloom?
Voiced by Scott McNeil.
Yes.
Sadly, no.
Pretty teenage boy voiced by Scott McNeil, because really Duo was always the best.
Yes. But, yeah, it was good, and then there was a scene... Remember the screaming head from Machinima that we hated of Starscream? Well, there is a frame.
How can we forget?
There is a good screen grabbable frame of Starscream screaming in this as they rip out one of the mini-cons so he can power up the bird one so he can power up Optimus Prime so they can both fight flying in the air as if they're in a Dragon Ball fight, just two glowing dots banging against each other for a while.
But I thought we weren't gonna have anime Transformers shows for a while again.
Well, they kind of are. Well, that's
glowing and crashing into things.
That's one of my favorite things about Robots in Disguise is that when the animators actually do get to do hand-drawn animation, it looks really good, like all the effects and stuff. And they go all out in this episode for the fighting. And it's good, and of course the Autobots win through the power of everyone grab onto Starscream's legs and pull him down so we could suck the other minicons out.
That is much better than the power of friendship or love or whatever tends to happen at the end of anime like this.
It kind of is the power of friendship, but in a practical way. It's like, let's just drag him down here so we can get this done with. So, in one episode...
It certainly beats the power of we forgot there's a Titan buried here, let's have it swat it with its hand.
Yeah, that's pretty much my entire point. This episode of a goofy show for kids manages to be better and more serious than all of Machinima put together. And it's kind of the same thing. It's like Starscream gets a MacGuffin of magic power and then gets screwed over because he's Starscream.
And no one had to die.
No. Someone almost died, but it was for, dramatic effect. Nobody actually died.
Ah, okay.
And it was okay.
So yeah, I will have to catch up on those myself at some point, and then I don't know, we could discuss them in further length on one of our slow news weeks.
No, we can discuss them further in length when we eventually get there on the Stasis Pod. A couple years from now. We need something to do later.
Bum bum bum.
Got a couple things to get through first, then we'll get to Robots in Disguise. I
guess there's that. Yeah, we have to get through Energon. No, we're not.
Oh no.
No, we're not doing Energon.
Not doing
never
every episode.
Never Energon. That would be
Next
hilarious.
time on Stasis Pod, Imprisoned Inferno.
All right, well, I think it is time for us to make it stop for the week. That has been everything for this week. With luck, maybe next week we will have Lost Light to be talking about. Maybe a longer trailer for The Last Night. Who knows? Who knows what will happen between now and then? Perhaps the world will explode.
Yeah.
Anyway, so until then, this has been Jen.
And Alex.
And David.
Iacon Underground Radio is hosted by iaconunderground.net. We are listener-supported through Patreon, where you can help us cover the cost of running this show and our other podcast, Stasis Pod, at patreon.com/iaconunderground. We are on Twitter at IaconUG, Tumblr at iaconunderground.tumblr.com, and Facebook at facebook.com/IaconUnderground.